Hello everyone, this is Ghazanfar Ali. Today our topic is real versus nominal GDP. A difference between nominal GDP and real GDP arises only because of changes in prices. In the nominal GDP, the price level keeps on changing, while in the real GDP, the price is kept constant and only GDP increases because of change in the real level of output or production. This difference between the nominal and real GDP can be explained with the help of the following table. In the first column of this table, we have the year. In the second column, we have the quantity produced, and within second column, then we have the cell phones and the laptops. So we have two products. In the third column, we have the price for these products, and in the last column, we have the nominal GDP. Now, dear students, suppose there is a country who has produced three cell phones and two laptops in the year 2019. The price for each cell phone is $8,000 and the price for each laptop is $3,000. Now, if we multiply the price of each cell phone by the quantity produced, it will become 8,000 multiplied by 3 units. So it will become 24,000 plus the price of each laptop is 3,000 and the output is two laptops. So 2 into 3,000 it becomes 6,000. So 6,000 plus 24,000 it will become 30,000 is which is the nominal GDP for the year 2019. Now suppose in the next year, which is 2020, the production of cell phones increases to 4 units and the production of laptops increases to 5 units. And because it's after 1 year, so the price of cell phone, which was 8,000 in 2019, it has increased to 10,000, and the price of a laptop, which was 3,000 in 2019, it has spiked to $4,000 in the 2020. Now, if again we calculate the nominal GDP, as you know, nominal GDP is price of each unit multiplied by quantity produced of the first unit plus price of each unit and quantity produced of the second unit, and so on and so forth. So for 2020, when we calculate the nominal GDP, what we do is we multiply the quantity of cell phone produced by the price of each unit. So it becomes 4 multiplied by 10,000. It becomes 40,000 plus 5 multiplied by 4,000. So it becomes 20,000. So 40,000 is the market value of 4 cell phones, and 20,000 is the market value of 5 laptops. So it becomes 60,000. So you can see from 2019 to 2020, the nominal GDP has increased from 30,000 to 60,000. Now we come to the second part of this lecture where we calculate the real GDP. And as you know, to calculate the real GDP, what we do, we keep the prices constant. We keep the price level unchanged. So coming to the second table, again we have the first column which talks about the year, and then we have the second column, quantity produced. Third column is the price level, and then we have the real GDP. In 2019, we have the production of three cell phones, right, and two laptops, and the price of each cell phone is 8,000, and the price of each laptop is 3,000. So three cell phone multiplied by 8,000, so it becomes 24,000 plus two laptop multiplied by 3,000, so it becomes 6,000. 24,000 plus 6,000 becomes 30,000. Now we come to the next year, which is 2020. In 2020, the level of production for the cell phone has increased from 3 to 4, and the level of production for the laptops has increased from 2 to 5. Now, as I mentioned earlier, in the calculation of real GDP, we have to keep the price level constant. So we take the price level which was prevailing in the market in the previous year, which was 2019, which is 8,000 for the cell phones and 3,000 for the laptops. Now, again, if we calculate the GDP, it becomes 4 cell phone at the price of $8,000. So 4 multiplied by 8 is $32,000 plus 5 laptops at the price of 3,000, which is $15,000. So $32,000 is the market value of 4 cell phones, and $15,000 is the market value of 5 laptops. So $32,000 plus $15,000 becomes $47,000. Now, dear students, you can compare the difference between the real and the nominal GDP. The first table shows that between 2019 and 2020, our GDP has increased from 30 to 60,000. But if we take out the effect of price, if we keep the price level constant, you can see the difference that the GDP has increased from 30 to $47,000. So as we did in the previous table, there was an increase from 30 to 60,000, while in the second table it has increased from 30 to 47,000. So the $13,000 difference was because of the increase in the price level. So, and the real increase in the GDP is from 30 to $47,000, and this increase shows the increase in the level of output or production. Now we come to the part of the calculation of the growth of real GDP. By using the information in the table, we can calculate the growth of real GDP for the economy as it's being done in the following formula. The formula for the calculation of real GDP is real GDP in the current year minus real GDP in the previous year divided by real GDP in the previous year or the base year and multiplied by 100. So as you can see in 2020, which is the current year, the real GDP is $47,000 minus the real GDP in the base year, which is $30,000 divided by the $30,000, which is the real GDP in the base year multiplied by 100. So by doing the simplification, the basic mathematical operation, you can see that between 2019 and 2020, the GDP has shown a growth rate of 56%. The next topic is GDP as a measure of welfare. GDP is our best measure of the value of output produced, but not a perfect measure. Economists have pointed out several flaws which show and point out that GDP cannot be a perfect measure for the real well being of the population. Because GDP ignores transactions that do not take place in organized markets, such as the work we perform at home. GDP also ignores the underground economy, where transactions are not reported to official authorities. The Internal Revenue Service has estimated that in the year 1990, about $100 billion in income from the underground economy escaped federal taxes each year. If the average tax rate is 20%, about $500 billion escaped from the GDP accountants, or which makes up 7% of the GDP. Finally, GDP does not value changes in the environment that arise from the production of output, such as pollution and depletion of non-renewable resources. With this, I conclude today's lecture. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe for future educational videos.